What's good? Y'all know who it is. Y'all know what it is. It is your boy Matthew Shack live here in Los Angeles. Welcome to Matthew Shack Unfiltered. First things first, salute to the Unfiltered Nation. Salute to the Unfiltered fam. Salute to the Mod Squad. Salute to all you goons. Run the likes up for your boy. Keep the likes at 50%. Last but certainly not least, tip your bartender, man. What's popping with you guys, man? Coming in. See what you guys are up to today, bro. But, it's not breaking news, but I didn't report on it, so it's breaking news over here. Unless you didn't, unless you didn't stay off of social media and stayed away from the television and everything else. I told you. Once again, Matthew Shack Unfiltered got it absolutely right when I told you John Harbaugh going to the Giants made the most sense. And guess what? Coach Harbaugh ain't no slouch, is he? He ain't no slouch, bruh. I told you the Giants had the best opportunity for John Harbaugh, right? John Harbaugh, obviously, coach has been watching his channel. And if he didn't watch this channel, maybe his brother Jim watched it and told him what Shaq said. Because it doesn't matter if it's my team or not. Doesn't matter, man. I get it right. It doesn't matter what it is. I speak on it. Check. It happens. Tried to tell you guys that. All right. So I'm here to talk about what was done in regards to this deal. Now, the deal is imminent. It hasn't been officially signed yet, but it's a done deal. Now, the NFL always has certain dates that you have to do things by, or you can't do it until this, or typically I know it's after the first week of the playoffs. If it's somebody, it's something along those lines where you have to go through some kind of holding pattern or holding period. So they may have a deal, that they've agreed upon, but there's a certain day that they have to sign it or something like that. But when I told you guys on this channel, when it came to John Harbaugh, man, John Harbaugh wasn't going to have any problem landing another job. It's just a matter of what opportunity suited him the best. All right. When it came to the teams that I said had the best chance of signing him, I said it was going to be the Miami Dolphins or the New York Giants. The pros for the Miami Dolphins is number one, Stephen Ross, who's the owner, is a former Michigan alum. He's donated over $400 million to Michigan for that program, for facilities, this, that, and the other. Very close to Jack Harbaugh, which is the father of Jim and John. John Harbaugh definitely was close to Stephen Ross. And we all know that not only was Jim Harbaugh the coach of the Miami Wolverines and won a national championship, he was also a former quarterback that played for Miami. But the problems were the personnel, the quarterback and Tua turned the ball over, Tungliavola, him, even though they didn't have a general manager and they had opportunity to do that. Looking at the football team as it stands, they needed a lot of things. Needed a lot of things to get things popping. Which is why I said the Giants were the team that, if I was Coach Harbaugh, I would sign with. And one of the things that I definitely told you was the quarterback situation with Jackson Dart, okay? The absolute phenom quarterback who came in mid-season and just changed everything. Reports are coming out that when John Harbaugh went to the Giants yesterday, he met with Jackson Dart and had a 2-hour meeting with Jackson Dart. There you go, man. Jackson Dart sold Harbaugh. A 2-hour conversation with Jackson Dart, bro, to just feel it out. All right. That right there is the number one reason why it is important for the quarterback and the coach to be on the same page. When you have a quarterback and a coaching tandem that's on the same page, you're going to have a DeMeco Ryans and a CJ Stroud. You're going to have a Sean Payton and a Bo Nix. Okay. You're going to have that kind of dynamic. I'm talking about the young quarterbacks. I'm not talking about the ones we already know. I'm not talking about the the Patrick Mahomeses and Andy Reids. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the young quarterbacks that are all young. The Caleb Williamses and the Ben Johnsons. Okay, those guys. All right, all the young quarterbacks that have their coaches. That's working. All right. John Harbaugh understood Jackson Dart is a franchise quarterback that's only going into his sophomore year. All right. I said Giants had everything that he needed. Number one, I need to pick my own GM. He doesn't want to be up under somebody else's thumb. If there's already an existing general manager, you could forget it. All right. He wasn't doing that. He needed to be able to call his own shot. I know Atlanta didn't have a GM either, but it's Atlanta. All right. You got Jackson Dart over there. All right. We've already spoken on. He spoke to him for 2 hours. Cam Scatterboo. He's probably going to come back from his injury. I would expect him to come back at full strength. He's young enough. Okay. You have a young receiver in Malik Neighbors, one of the best young receivers under the age of 25 years old. Absolute monster. And then you have Abdul Carter, who was the third pick of the draft 2 years ago, who's absolutely running amok over there in the NFC East. He's got a great young defensive player. He has a great young wide receiver. He has a great young running back who's going to be coming off an injury. He has a great young quarterback that he spent 2 hours talking to, and he has like the fourth pick of the draft, bro. And the Mara family has plenty of money to make sure he's going to be well compensated, and he gets to pick his own GM, including if he wants to be his own GM. That's what you do, bro. There's no reason to negotiate with nobody. If you're not going to give me what it is I'm looking for, bro, there's even no reason for me to holler at you. There's not even any reason for me to even give you the time of day. Okay? As much as Raider fans really wanted John Harbaugh, you have a general manager and a sneaky general manager. Okay? You have the general manager that's standing in front, whose arms are being moved as a puppet. And then you have the real general manager who's standing in the Fox booth by the name of Tom Brady. All right. He wasn't going for none of that. I don't blame him. Okay. Like I said, I told him, hey, coach, don't even come this direction, bro. I got too much respect for John Harbaugh, bro, for him to come over here and deal with what any coach is going to have to deal with when they come to the Raiders. These other teams, same thing. Okay. Stephen Ross would have gave you what you wanted. But look at your personnel. You don't have a quarterback. You don't have any draft picks. You have a quarterback, but he isn't any good. You got receivers that, Waddle and Cheetah. Cheetah's going to be coming back from an injury. You don't have a running game. Your defense is decent. It's okay. If that, man, shit, man, you got everything you need. You got 3-4 bomb-ass pieces that are under the age of 24 years old, man. Hey, man, that's slam dunk. Plus the New York market, you're going to get plenty of money outside of the coaching staff. You're going to be all over billboards, all over New York, all over Jersey, all over the Meadowlands. Good deal, man. That's what you do, man. When you have leverage, you utilize that leverage. All right. Mike Tomlin, like I said before, man, Mike Tomlin's probably just going to go ahead and sit. I can see why he would do it now. Pittsburgh Steelers are going to definitely hold any team hostage that's calling. They want a first-round pick, and why waste the first-round pick when you can get them next year? Plus, I think Tomlin wants to chill. He wants to do the television thing. He wants to roll around and be in television booths and hold microphones and do something different. So what's left? What's left, man, is a bunch of unknown or non-proven OCs, DCs, okay, and 3 former coaches that stunk up the joint where they were at. All right, so that's what you got to deal with. That's what you got to contend with. Miami really took a big L out of all of this right now. Miami took the biggest L because their guy is gone. All right. Atlanta, does it really matter? Okay. Um, Raiders, they're going to get a first year coach so they can milk this situation even longer to this rebuild even more. Just let's keep just rebuilding, just keep milking it, and so the value of the team goes up, but the morale of the Raider Nation goes down, bro. Just let's keep making money, and that's what it is. Okay, Tennessee Titans, that's seeming like that team is seeming like, man, it might as well just be a team that no one's paying attention to. Nobody wants to go to Tennessee and do anything, bro. They don't, Cam Miller, excuse me. Cam Ward is there, but what else does he have? Okay. What other teams are looking for a coach right now, bro? Okay. Anybody else that you can name that's got the coaching carousel running around right now as well? Mm. But Pittsburgh, and they did it to themselves. The Ravens, they did it to themselves. Both of those teams, unless the Ravens can pull a whole Mike Tomlin away from the Pittsburgh Steelers, both of them are going to have some retread coaches. Okay, definitely. Okay, I see a Clint Kubiak probably going in with a Lamar Jackson. They're the next team that has a great offense. When you're looking at offensive coaches, the next team that has the best offense rolling around would be Baltimore, because they have Lamar, who's in his prime, and Derrick Henry, who's at the end of his prime. All right, so I would be looking at somebody like a Clint Kubiak running over there. I don't see Raheem Morris or anybody going over there like that. I think it's going to be an offensive coach. It could be Lombardi, not Mike Lombardi, excuse me, Mike LaFleur over there with the offensive coordinator for the Rams, or somebody like that. Okay. And at the end of the day, bro, we just have to understand, man, that there's only so much leverage that you have when you're already trying to have general managers and stuff. These coaches, they want to pick their own dudes, bro. They want to come in and they want to have their own guy that they're working with. They don't want to come in and work with your guy, especially if you a 3-14 team and you're not really the general manager. In the case of the Raiders, you're not really the GM, Spytek. You're just the man. You're just the man with the little sign on your desk that says GM, but you're really not. You're really nothing. Okay, all right. Tom Brady's calling all those shots. So that's where we're at with it, man. I just wanted to see what you guys thought about it, but I think it's a good move for Harbaugh. He gets to stay out of the AFC. He doesn't have to compete with his brother. He can get over to that NFC East. Just got better. If you're a Cowboy fan, you better figure out what you're gonna do, bro. You ain't man. Harbaugh, now the Giants is about to creep up now. Okay, Washington Commanders is looking for somebody. Okay, they get their shit together. Okay, and hey man, it's gonna be Eagles are going to be licking their wounds. That it's not looking good for Dallas. If you look at the coaches that are there, outside of the two coaches that are there, Dallas probably has the third best coach until Washington decides who they're going to pick up. All right. Hey, John Harbaugh is the king of the NFC East right now. Okay, ain't no shitting on him. Giants just climbed up. Giants just came up. They just hit a lick. All right, they just hit a lick. So let me see what you guys are talking about, man. I'm just here so I don't get fined, man. Make sure you guys are going to MatthewShackUnfiltered.com, picking up all the merch, bro. That's what we do. We do what we do. And I see what you guys are talking about, man. But yeah, I tried to tell you. I told you Harbaugh was going to go over to the Giants, man, because that's the best move. All right, man. What's happening? All right, man. Benjamin in the house. What's going on, man? Mr. Lou. What's going on? Daniel Berry Sports. Justin Sizzle. What's happening? Justin Field. Hey, man, I'm doing good, bro. I'm chilling. Just got home, man. Just doing the domestic stuff, man. Had to go pick the son up. Had to go grocery shopping with the wife, man. Getting ready to have my wife's famous turkey spaghetti tonight. It's going down, okay? Because my son requested it, so she needed to go get all the stuff, and I was there to make sure everything was got. Everything. You need that. You need that. You need that, and you need that. So that's why I'm not gonna be on there long. That's why I'm not worried about it. I'm going to talk. As long as it's popping, I'm going to talk. And after that, you don't see no cigar. Ain't no Blaze one for the nation. No, I'm not trying to be out here. I'm about to go in there. turn on the Lakers and turn on something, lay up on the couch and wait to get nice food. That's what I'm about to do. Okay, straight up. All right, man. How we do is it was going on, big dog. What's happening? Justice Sauce, salute to the goons. Salute to all you guys. Hey, man, what's happening? Shaq Stradamus in the building. Prado and Sons at 916 in that damn Sacramento. Okay, that sack of tomato in the building. All right, man. Blaze went for the nation, not today. All right, man. Justice they tried. They used this as leverage again. They didn't try to use this as leverage. I mean, there was no leverage. The Raiders didn't have no leverage when it came to Harbaugh, bro. That's not true. Let's not make things up. All right. There was no using the Raiders as leverage. That was a courtesy call. Okay. That call that he made the spy tech was a courtesy call, bro. That's just good business. They reached out. You called back. Hey, what's up? Hey, I haven't decided what I'm doing. Hey, man, I just wanted to give you a courtesy call. So let's not make things up, man, saying that they use this as leverage. There is no leverage. When it comes to the first pick of the NFL draft, 115 million under the cap, or some say it's 90 million, but I think it's more closer to 110. But you're already got a general manager already going to tell you what to do. You ain't going to have no freedom. You got to ask for permission. You don't have no leverage when it comes to a John Harbaugh, bro. All right? Not when they're saying, John, come over here, call your shot. 2 hours meeting with Jackson Dart, Cam Scatterboo getting on the men, Malik Neighbors. Come on, bro. Abdul Carter. Come on, dog. I mean, there was no leverage that the Raiders had. Okay? All right, Matt Shack and Matt Shack and Steel. Okay? All right, man. Major Raider, what's going on? Major Raider, what's happening, big dog? Hey, man, I don't know at this point. I'm at the point where I'm thinking the worst thing that can happen is the same thing that happened last year, where the Raiders took their sweet ass time and coaches just started getting poached up. Remember? They start getting poached up, and then it's like, man, we didn't get Ben Johnson, and everybody just started going to their places, and then we had to go get our old ass Pete Carroll. So it is what it is, man. Like I said, man, I hope Tom Brady is doing what he's supposed to do. All right. Okay. Objectivity. What do you think the next head coach of the Raiders? I don't know. Based on what I'm hearing, it's going to be a coach that's never a first-year coach. Okay. I haven't heard anything about Signetti, who is Fernando Mendoza's coach, because he's getting ready to play in the championship game. I mean, there's some talk about bringing him, but I'm like, you got a rookie coach and a rookie quarterback, bro. Not expecting much. Not expecting much. Okay? So I guess we'll find out, won't we? I guess we will see. Okay? All right, he said chilling after the drive home. Yeah, man, you got to relax, man, after that drive home, bro. All right, man. Whittington Thomas in the building. Salute to everybody. Okay? Obviously, the good choice for Harbaugh. Very good choice, man. Very smart, very astute. He's close to home. He's still on the East Coast. You know, he doesn't have to uproot his family. Okay? You know what I'm saying? From Baltimore to New York is a 4-hour drive. Okay? From a flight, it's an hour. I mean, it makes sense, bro. My kids, I don't have to uproot my kids. I don't have to uproot my family, my whole situation. They want to come up, man, it's an hour flight. Fly in from BWI in Baltimore and fly. You could fly right into Newark Airport, right in New Jersey, bro. It's like an hour, bro. I mean, it makes sense. I don't have to do anything. Now I can call my own shots. I ain't got nobody telling me what to do, looking over my shoulder. I don't have a Lamar Jackson who's a diva at diva status now, who hasn't done anything. Okay? All right? He don't have to deal with that. All right? Major Raider in the building. Okay, T.O., what's going on? T.O., what's going on, bro? All right, man. Raid the hole, man. Raiders for life. 121, Richie. I'd love it to be Richie Incognito, man. But like I said before, that would involve somebody who actually has Raider, a Raider pedigree that's making a call and that's calling a shot. Tom Brady don't got no Raider pedigree, man. He's going to come in and do what he thinks he wants to do. Okay? So at the end of the day, man, I don't know what's going to happen. I'm not expecting to be happy when we pick up who we pick up. I'm going to tell you that now. You're going to tell me, Schechter, what do you think? I'm going to be like, same old to me, man. Okay? I'm not going to be impressed unless it's certain people. Okay? And the people who's out there, I'm not impressed. All right, I'm not. All right, Bushido, what up, Shaq? I'm seeing a lot of Raider channels saying that we should trade the #1 pick. Well, man, you got to understand, bro. Number one, man, salute to everybody that's doing their thing. But you know I don't listen to nothing nobody's talking about, bro. I don't care what channel what they're talking about. I'm keeping they probably don't care what I'm talking about. Okay? At the end of the day, bro, I've been a Raider fan 52 years. I don't need to look at no other channel to find out what's going on. I don't need them to make a decision. All right? About what they say is what they say. What I say is what I say, bro. And if you look at you want to analyze and see whose track record is spotless, that would be me. That would be the guy with the three Super Bowl rings that have the pirate on it. Okay? So I don't care what they say. We ain't trading no first pick because what are we going to get for it? Okay? The only thing that would make decent sense is to use the #1 pick to trade with the Steelers to go get Mike Tomlin, but that doesn't even make sense. Trading back doesn't make sense. There's not enough firepower in the draft to warrant that. Everybody who we're seeing that we thought was a blue chip isn't. Dante Moore was going back to college. All these other quarterbacks, they're okay. All these other players, who's dynamic enough for us to trade back? The best player in the draft is right there, bro. The best player in the draft is Fernando. So what are we doing? So all these people that claim they want to do all that, just ask them how many Raider championship rings do they have. I guarantee you they don't have any. That's why they're saying all the ridiculous shit. Okay? So it is what it is. Okay? Booty Bang, what's going on, Bizzle? What's happening? Well, just checking if we were used for leverage. Nah, man, we weren't used for no leverage because we didn't have no leverage when it came to Harbaugh. We didn't have no leverage. Now we have leverage when it comes to these other guys. Okay? Tom Brady wants somebody he can control. You think Tom Brady wants to bring in somebody he can't control? As Kevin Stefanski, a Vance Joseph? These guys have been head coaches before. A Robert Saleh, these guys have been the man. He wants somebody that's going to be happy to be there. A golly gee Willikers, Tom Brady, man, I'm so proud that the opportunity. Yeah, when the press conference comes, oh, this is a great opportunity for me and my family. That's what he wants. So he could tell them what to do. All right? Ain't going to be no funk. And guess what? A year from now, he'll be gone. When we get one of these golly gee Willikers, I'm just happy to be here, he'll be fired. We fired a whole Pete Carroll 1 year. We'll fire the next dude and do what? Be in the sweepstakes for Mike Tomlin. I'm just telling you, bro, I don't trust anything anymore, bro. I don't trust anything, okay? At all. All right, man. Okay. All right, you said you were just asking. All right, man. Jamal in the building. Hey, Jamal, you in trouble, bro. Yo Cowboys, y'all in trouble, bro. Okay? Y'all in trouble, man. Now you guys got the Giants lifting their heads up. And they're going to lift it up very high, bro. They're not playing with you guys. Cowboys, y'all better figure it out, bro. Okay? Sarah, what's going on? Sarah, what's happening? Okay, Giants had young stars, like you said, and you know the Jets are going to be still sorry. Well, man, like I said, man, that kid, Dante Moore knew he was being drafted. He's like, man, there ain't no way in hell I'm going there. I'd rather go back and go to some of these toga parties and be worshipped on campus than to go over there and be over there, dog. I mean, they look at what they do to quarterbacks. Look at what they did to a whole Aaron Rodgers. Look at what they did to a whole Justin Fields. Look at what they did to Sam Darnold. I mean, come on, bro. All these guys are still in the league. All right? Very, very, very bad. What's up, Bill? What's going on, Bill? Chilling, big bro. Okay, man. I'm hearing people call for Clint Kubiak. I mean, he's probably one of the top guys that's left, but you're not getting a splashy dude. That's not popping. It's not happening. Okay? I said out of all the offensive coaches that are there, Clint Kubiak is probably the best one. We're probably going to hire an offensive coach because we've had two defensive coaches in a row. And if you hire an offensive coach, you can keep Patrick Graham if he doesn't decide to leave. All right? PG can come right back. If you're trying to keep Patrick Graham around, hiring somebody like a Clint Kubiak would be good. All right? I don't want somebody like a Vance Joseph. I don't want somebody like that. Okay? A Chris Shula. I don't want that. Okay? I don't want a Bronco, and I don't want you know, who's he with the Texans? But his you know, his father, grandfather, Don Shula. I don't need no Miami Dolphins over here running anything. All right. Justice Saw said, I really don't want Kurt Signetti, some other college coaches. Well, man, like I said before, man, you got to understand what's getting ready to happen. I don't know if Signetti is interested in being a NFL head coach, but I will say this: he wins the national championship on Monday. It's going to be hard for him just to walk away, bro, with a national title and just leave a one and done, bro. It's going to be hard. It's going to be hard. And it isn't even going to be a matter of the money. Oh, where the Raiders can pay him. He's not going to get paid more being a coach of the Raiders than he would get paid being a coach of Indiana. That's definite. The price goes up. He wins a national championship. Okay? He built that program from scratch. All right? Ain't no glamour going to the Raiders, bro, when you are a national champion. Okay? So, but we'll see. You never know. All right? Just aside. All right, man. Straight up, man. Flex money in the building. Sarah. Okay, Jamal. What would you do with the #1 pick? I would draft Fernando Mendoza. And the reason why I would draft Fernando Mendoza is because the Raiders don't have a, you know, if I was in charge, I wouldn't have a choice. I have to look at the glass is going to be judged as half empty, you know, unless he blows up. I can't afford to not draft him and he blows up. I can't afford to draft him and he doesn't play well. I just got to draft him and hope he plays well. I mean, it is, man. It's like a 66.6% chance that I'm going to be looking crazy out of the 3 choices. There's only 3 things can happen. We pass him up, he blows up. Because if he doesn't blow up, we ain't worried about that. We draft him, he doesn't, he becomes a bust. All right? Or we draft him and he become everything everyone thinks he's going to be. Damn if you do, damn if you don't. Okay? You got to draft him. Raiders have got no choice. You got to draft him. You're being forced to draft him, especially if he wins a national championship. You got to draft him, dude. You have to draft him. You ain't got no choice. You have to. You have to roll the dice. These guys are playing it. See, these guys that are talking about trade the pick, they're scared. They're scared to draft him. Okay? You can't be scared, bro. You're a 3-14 team. You're 4-12. 3-30. Yeah, 3-13. You know, 4-12, or 4, whatever the damn numbers is. I get confused with that extra number. I'm used to saying 4-12. I'm used to saying that 16 game. Whatever the number is, bro. Okay, it's not cool. All right. X, man, what's going on? X, what's happening, man? I hope you guys are ready to ball, bro. Hope you guys are ready, man. Hope you guys are ready. All right. Looking forward to seeing that game. Justice Saw. Wouldn't be surprised if we give it the first pick. Nothing surprises me when it comes to our team, dog, because anybody that's going to be making the decision isn't one of me. You know, isn't anybody from my bloodline. My bloodline doesn't get to call a shot. Okay. And when I say bloodline, I mean a Raider bloodline. All right. So good luck. Okay. Sarah K. Scott said our long snapper Christian Kurtz said Tomlin's resignation was a complete surprise. The guys in the locker room were caught off guard. Allegedly, TJ was saying no. Porter Jordan was freaking out. Well, man, those guys love Tomlin. Mike Tomlin never lost a locker room. But the amount of disrespect that was coming from the Steeler fans and the administration. Sometimes, man, you like, hey, man, I'm not sticking around, bro. You talking to me like that? You're saying this about me? You're saying that about me? Hey, man, I gotta go, dog. You know, I mean, shit. I've ended relationships based on a girl's friends and what they were saying, friends or their family or whatever. I'm like, I ain't doing this, bro. Like, I ain't got time, man. I'm not here to try to prove something to your family. Well, my family says that they need to see, huh? Man, what is dating? What are you talking about? Nah, man, I'm going to go ahead and cut out. You crazy. Even if we were together, I was like, man, I ain't proposed to you or nothing. Hey, they want to know what your intentions are. My intentions was to hang out, but now my intentions is to leave. Now just imagine when you're married and you got the family of the person you married to acting a damn fool. Nah, dog, I got to go, bruh. I can't do that shit. You got me straight effed up. If you think that's how it's gonna go down, it's not going down like that, bruh. Okay. All right, man. What's going on, man? Teammate in the building, man. What's going on, man? It's good seeing you, big. What's up, Shaq? Preach, bro. What's going on, dog? Good to have you on here. Tomlin gave each one of these guys a hug when they walked out. Tomlin loves his guys, man, but at the end of the day, man, you got to be a man, and sometimes a man has to do what he has to do. Sometimes a man has to walk away from some shit. Wasn't good for him. Wasn't good for him, man. The man has won 19 consecutive years with a winning record, and he getting talked about like you know, like he Josh McDaniels or some shit. Like, nah, dog. Like, let me let y'all go ahead and have it, man. I did what I needed to do. I left y'all with a ring. Y'all don't want to give me credit for the ring. Y'all, you blaming me for everything. Now you got to stand on your own too now. Steel Curtain, you got to stand on your own too now. You don't get to beat him up. Okay? He's out the door. All right, man. Okay, Iceman. All right, man. Pete, what's going on? We need a Raider legend. I mean, we do, but we don't have any Raider legends that's calling a shot. Okay, we got 2 Buccaneers that are calling a shot for Raider Nation. I don't expect much, bro. I'm just gonna sit back and just do what I do every year. Let it see what happens, bro. Watch you guys straight have a whole cow when we don't do shit. Get excited when y'all get what y'all thought you were gonna get every year, and then come mid-season when your ass has 2 wins, you're sitting on a 2-6 record. Then we'll see what you guys got to say then. Okay? When you're 1 loss away from being out of the playoffs and we're only 9 weeks in. Just be ready, bro. Okay? Rams OC would be good, Bill, because what I like about the Rams OC, that's Mike LaFleur. What I like about him is that he's under the Kyle Shanahan, Mike, what's his name, Sean McVay tree when it comes to play calling. Those 2 guys called the best plays, and Ben Johnson called some great offensive plays too. Very innovative. Okay? It would be good to see us in some innovative plays with all the vanilla offenses that we've had over the past several years. I mean, if I see another bubble screen or another flare screen, I mean, I'm going to be like, dog, is that our whole offense? Just throw it out to the flat. I mean, come on, man. Have a little bit more creativity than that. All right? It would be nice. All right. Okay. When you stop smoking on this Grand Habano Corojo number 5. Of course, I just had one. I just had one last week. Good cigar. What's up, P? What's happening? You're late. Got to rewatch. Oh, you didn't miss much, P. You didn't miss much. I'm just coming in, letting it be known when I told you guys Harbaugh's going to go to the Giants. I was right. Okay? Come on, man. I mean, that's what I do. I just get shit right over and over and over again. Clean beans. Nobody's waiting on the Raiders. They better get to work. As much as people want to act like Mendoza is a feather in the cap, it's not. Not to the guys who you're looking at. Okay? If it's a first-year coach, you probably have a better shot. If it's somebody who has a little bit more pedigree, you probably won't, because there's going to be other jobs. Like, people ain't just going to sit around and just let jobs disappear. Now that you got the 2 big guys off the board, you got Harbaugh off the board, you know that you can't get Tomlin unless you negotiate with the Steelers, and they're going to want a first-round pick. Everybody's going to start playing musical chairs, man. You know how it was, man, back when you was in first grade and you played musical chairs, man. Them chairs start disappearing. Okay? The music stopped, man. You want to sit your ass down. It's that simple. Okay? They're going to start, them chairs are going to start disappearing, bro. You're going to still be walking around the mulberry bush, Raider Nation. Then you're going to wind up getting an absolute scrub who's going to be a 1-year rental again. A straight Airbnb coach. But, like I said before, man, y'all got it. Okay? The trees, we're running all day. Get it going. All right. Major Raider. Okay? Mike Lopez. And keeps it 100. That's all I do. Okay? Bill said my package should be delivered tomorrow. Okay, man, I will definitely go by and pick that up. All right? John Bankhead, what's going on? Did the Bull Cut ever reach out to Howie Long for a front office job? No. No. But Howie Long Jr. works for the Raiders. So you do have a Howie Long working somewhere at the Raiders. Howie Long Jr. over there. Salute to Howie Long Jr. Can we interview Cliff Kingsbury? I have not heard Cliff Kingsbury's name being mentioned. I have not heard his name. Okay? We've interviewed 6 people. We went over it yesterday. And out of those 6, out of 11 people, 6 of them we interviewed. I didn't see Cliff Kingsbury's name on the short list. I didn't see Brian Flores' name on the short list. There's a couple of guys I didn't see their names. Okay? All right, man. Yeah, salute to Howie Long Jr., man. A real Raider with DNA and everything. All right, Pete, we got the number 1 pick, over 100 million cap space, at least 10 picks. Got to get it right. Well, man, like I said before, man, y'all know who to talk to. Y'all need to talk to the guy who got the Pizza Hut commercial. I mean, damn. You want a general manager that got 20 jobs? I'm the pizza man. I am the color commentator, man. I am the fake general manager, man. Come on, bruh. Come on, dude. That dude's doing everything, bruh. Come on, man. We need somebody focused on the Raiders. All right? I got 20 jobs, man. You remember in Living Color? I got 20 jobs, man. Man, I'm the pizza, the baker, the candlestick maker. I am the guy that works at the gas station. I am the guy who washes the car. Come on, bruh. Brady, he's not focused, bro. He's not focused on you. She ain't focused on you, homie. She's not. Like I said, you're Taco Tuesday, my dog. Don't try to move up the totem pole. You're not Monday Night Football. You're not Thursday Night Football. You're not Friday. You're not Saturday. Hell no. And you're not Sunday. Your ass is Taco Tuesday. Simple as that. 99-cent Taco Man is you. Okay? Just be happy you get some clappage. But you're not getting no clappage tomorrow or a whole other 6 days out the week. That's what it is. Okay? Straight up. Tree said, right. Dapo said, Pats Nation. I keep telling you there's no Pats Nation, bro. That doesn't even sound right. I mean, it's 2 things that don't go together is Pats and Nation. What sounds better, homie? Pats Nation or Raider Nation? Of course, Raider Nation sounds better. But like I said, when you don't have your own cool-ass nickname, you'll try to stake somebody else's. It's simple as that. I mean, you couldn't come up with nothing doper than that. Raider Nation, we were first. Now everybody wants to be Nation. But like I said, nobody sounds as good as Raider Nation. It sounds perfect. That's why we're first. Okay? But keep trying with the Pats Nation. Not cool. All right? Okay, straight up. All right, man. Living Color, you already know what it is, SoCal. Harbaugh starting off scratch with the Giants. No, he's not. No, he's not. No, he's not. Stop it. Stop it, man. You're Pats Nation. You're automatically disqualified from saying stuff that works. He's not starting from scratch. He just met with Jackson Dart for 2 hours. Jackson Dart is a legitimate starter in the league. He's only played a half a season. You got him. You got Malik Neighbors. You got Abdul Carter. You got Cam Scatterboot coming back. You got the 4th pick of the draft. What are you talking about, bro? Stop. Just be happy that your Patriots played the Steelers. Now you got to play some real teams. Let's see what you do against Josh Allen and them. You making stuff up, man. He said really he's starting from scratch. No, he's not. Crazy as hell. No, he is not. All right, man. Raider New Central. What's going on, bro? All right, man. Okay. All right, man. We have this in common. Shout out Tom Brady. I mean, he's your guy. He's not my guy. He's only over here because he paid $200 million to be a part of my organization. He had to break bread to be over here. Let's not act like Tom Brady just came in and the doors open. Tom Brady, the wire debit had to hit the account before he got a lanyard. He paid to be with us. That's the difference. He wanted to come over here. He had to break that bread. In millions. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100 million. Do it again. Do it again. 5, 10. Come on, stop playing with us. He's only over here because he paid to be. What are you talking about? We got something in common. No, we don't. We got 200 million. What did you get? You got some Super Bowls, but those are starting to get a little crispy. So yeah, he had to pay his way in. Let's keep it a buck. He didn't come in on for free. Should I continue? I was at what? 115, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. We had 160, he still ain't in. 65, 70, 75, 80. We had 180, he still ain't in. 85, 90, 95. Can I get in? No. You need another 5 M's, homie, and not M&M's. Million. Can I give it to you in quarters? Sure. Sure, TB12, you can give us 5 million in quarters. Feel free. Do we have a deal? What do you mean? Hell yeah, he had to break bread. Crazy as hell, man. He didn't become a Raider for free. He had to pay. Like he should have. Actually, he didn't even pay enough. Talking about, man. All right, man. Yeah, as you can see, I ain't happy with TB12, bruh. He gotta have to do something, man. He can't just be coming over here buying us into poverty. Now that he done bought in, now we're gonna just be poor. Raider Nation is what I'm talking about. No, not the franchise. I'm talking about us. We're just gonna be poor. How do you pay your fan base? With these things. These things are called dubs. That's how you pay your fan base back, by winning. You ain't paid us back. You owe us wins right now. He owes us a season of wins already. Come on, man. All right, let's keep it a buck. All right, man. Hey, Patrice, I had to let it be known, dog. Let's not do the Brady thing, bro. He got a lot to do, okay? Without the dubs, we don't eat. That's how Raider Nation eats. That's how any fan base eats, by wins, okay? All right, man. Okay, he paid to be in, man. It is what it is, bro. I mean, some people gotta pay to go to the club. When I was back home, I didn't have to pay. I didn't have to stand in line. But guess what? You stand in line for an hour, and we're not at capacity. You could pay $25 to walk your ass up in here. Hey, somebody had to pay. Some of us are already in the nation for free. Okay, simple as that. All right. Raiders feeding TB12. Yeah, they are, bro. That's what it is. When you got to pay for all those coaches, when you got to pay for all those GMs, where was Mark going to get it from? Mark got to pay 3 coaches and 3 general managers simultaneously, bro. Still paying Gruden, still paying Tom Telesco, still paying Dave Ziegler, still paying Josh McDaniels, still paying Antonio Pierce. Now he's got to pay Pete Carroll $30 million. Where was he going to get it from? Out of his bank account? Nah, let me go ahead and sell some of this team and use that to pay these guys off while we trying to find another coach. Come on, man. Only the Raiders have six people they're paying that aren't even employed. Only we're that stupid to do it. Okay? Tomlin taking a year off. Yeah, unless somebody comes with a bomb-ass deal. They come with a bomb-ass offer, and Tomlin wants to coach. Who knows? He's only been out of a job for a couple of days. Okay? You never know. All right? Part of the reason that we stuck with this. That's true. Rocky Flores, Tom Brady's building a team with his own hands that will return to play. He's going to come out of retirement and play for the Raiders. Yeah, man, let him get out there and get hit by that line. I mean, if we had a decent line, I would entertain that foolishness. He saw what it was. He don't want none of that smoke. Brady don't want none of that smoke, bro. He don't want to get hit like that, bro. He don't. Okay? All right, man. Rocky Flores in the building, dog. So, yeah, man. I'm just chilling. Looking inside right now. Yeah, wipe up there. She cut them onions up. Woo, boy, I'm about to eat, man. About to eat real well, bro. Real well, man. Tomlin in Baltimore would be nice. That would be beautiful. But Baltimore would have to give up a first-round draft pick, and if I was them, I'd do it. If I was Baltimore, I would hit the Steelers and say, we'll give you our first. Because what is Baltimore's pick is going to be late. It's going to be after 25. And this draft class isn't really that many hitters in there. The guys that are early, yeah, but I would trade it. I'd be like, hey Pittsburgh, we're willing to give you our first, which will probably be pick 27 or pick 26 or something. And I would do that. And I would be like, hit up Mike Tomlin and be like, hey Mike, do you still want to sit out a year, or do you want to go over there and coach Lamar Jackson and get even with the Pittsburgh Steelers and come over there? And if I was him, I'd take the job. But then again, maybe the Roonies don't want to do business with the Ravens. Maybe that's not what they want. Maybe they don't want that smoke. Okay? All right, man. Straight up, man. Stoney said, we dodged the bullet not taking Harbaugh. We need to hire Tomlin or Signetti to be competitive. I just told you, man, you got to give up a first-round draft pick to get Tomlin. You're not going to get Mike Tomlin and have Fernando Mendoza unless the Steelers are trying to help the Raiders. They want a first-round draft pick. We went over it yesterday. The last team that was in this position who wanted a first ballot Hall of Fame Super Bowl winning coach were the Denver Broncos 3 years ago when they traded their first round pick for Sean Payton. 3 years ago. So what do you think? If a whole Sean Payton is going for a first round draft pick, what do you think Mike Tomlin's going for? A first round draft pick. How many first round draft picks do the Raiders have? 1. What number is that? 1. What are you going to do? You ain't going to do that unless you definitely on that powder. Okay, or on those perky perks or on that angel dust. So you're not getting Mike Tomlin unless the Steelers just want to just help the Raiders, which I don't think they want to do. Signetti, possibly, but he's a rookie head coach who's never coached in the NFL with a rookie quarterback who's never quarterbacked in the NFL. Okay, in a division where we're still going to have the worst quarterback in our division when you have 3 Pro Bowlers that are in our division. Justin Herbert, Patty Cakes Mahomes, and the guy right now who's looking like the comeback player of the year in Sam Darnold. You still have the worst coach and the worst quarterback because they're not experienced. But like I said before, you guys got all these pipe dreams. Just because it works in Madden doesn't mean it works in real life. SoCal said Brady ended up in a full body cast. He ain't, and he's not trying to do that. That dude is not trying to even mess his hair up. You know, Brady's hair is every hair is in place. That dude is perpetually laced. He's not trying to mess up nothing, bro. Okay, he ain't trying to feel no, ain't happening. Rocky Flores, my eyes on Raiders and Brady, man. It's a National Football League story. You already know what it is. Pete, need offensive line. Harbaugh to the Giants, yes. What's up with the Marcus Allen Legend shirt? Who's to say I don't already have a Marcus Allen Legend shirt? Like I said before, man, it isn't like, it ain't like Marcus Allen's my favorite player, my favorite Raider. It isn't like he was my last league MVP. No, he wasn't my last league MVP. That was Rich Gannon. My last Super Bowl MVP. I mean, why would I have a Marcus Allen shirt? Why would I have that? I mean, it doesn't make sense, bro. I done had everybody else. But for some crazy, odd reason, I just haven't got around to a Marcus Allen. I mean, maybe I'll get around to it one day. Possibly. Okay? Just saying. All right? Raiders aren't going to hire a new head coach, young coach. The league is going to have to learn the scheme and give the Raiders an advantage. All right, man. Larry M., who do I think the Eagles get as offensive coordinator? Here and around Mike McDaniel's name is floating around. Mike McDaniels would be a great OC for you guys. Okay? Because he's the good part about Mike McDaniels, Larry, and make sure you go to MatthewShackUnfiltered.com and go pick up that Jalen Hurts shirt. I already have some Fly Eagle Fly fans already picked that up. Go check that shit out. That shit is tight. The good thing about Mike McDaniels is that he's already in the AFC East. Okay? So all he's doing is changing conferences from the AFC East to the NFC East. He knows the climate. He's used to playing in that climate, cold. He knows a very good offensive coordinator, and I think that you need somebody to shake up that offense. You got Saquon, you got Jalen, you got Dante Smith, and AJ Brown. Y'all, I mean AJ, not AJ Brown. AJ Brown. He needs to go. That dude been barking that he's the man. He needs the ball. That ball hit that man in his hands on 3 consecutive must-have third downs, and that shit hit the carpet. He need to go, bro. I mean, you don't get to bark like that and then not deliver. Yelling at the coach on the sidelines and all that toxic stuff. He needs to go. So I think Mike McDaniel will be perfect because he's already coached in that climate, and he's from the East Coast in regards to being coach, and he's a good offensive play caller. So hopefully you guys land him, man. That'll be great, because I'm not hearing his name being picked up for a head coach. I'm hearing him as an OC. All right. Okay. Miss Patrice said these fools be on perk 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s. They on they mama, they grandmama's high blood pressure medicine, Patrice. I mean, damn, anything that'll give them some type of spark. All right. Sonny Rubin, Indiana is the best coach team I've ever seen. It's not the best coach team I've ever seen. Not in college football. I've seen plenty of coaches better than that. But he's good. Signetti's good, but it depends on how old you are. You somebody like me, you've seen Bear Bryant. I mean, I can go back. I've seen some coaches, bro. I go back to Jimmy Johnson when he was. I go back to Pete Carroll when he was actually with SC. I mean, I can go back. I mean, I don't even think Signetti's better than Nick Saban. He ain't even better than Dabo Sweeney. I mean, like I said, man, you guys are prisoners of the moment. But it all depends on how old you are, bro. You might be 17 years old, man, in high school. That might be the best you've ever seen, bro. But there's a lot of college. I remember Tom Osborne when he was with Nebraska when I was in high school. I've seen a whole lot of great coaches, bro. Okay? So I'm just saying. But, hey, to each his own. Okay? Brady coaching Mendoza and Signetti coaching team could be instant magic. Could be and might not be. Does Signetti want to leave a program that he built from scratch? It's going to be a lot for him to leave. Indiana has never been known as a football school. It's always been known as a basketball school. Bobby Knight, Isaiah Thomas, all of those guys. He made it into a football school. He wins the national championship. He's changed the whole culture of Indiana. Does he want to just walk away to go to the Raiders, man, and maybe have a job for a year? If I was him, I wouldn't step foot. I wouldn't come to the Raiders at all. I'm not messing up my legacy fooling around with the Raiders. I just created something from scratch, bro. Man, hell no. I built that program from the ground up, and we win a national championship. Now I'm going to go and fool with the Raiders with Tom Brady and this badass line and go over there and be fired in a year. What they just did to Pete Carroll, I wouldn't go that way if I was Signetti, man. I wouldn't even be looking at your direction. Okay? All right, man. Said Raiders' job should be a top free agents for free agent prospects. I haven't heard nobody talking about the Raiders. They want to come play for us. Somebody said my favorite Raider was John Matuzak. All right, so you are older. Yeah, salute the twos, bro. Not a bad person to emulate. Okay? You remember when John Matuzak was in the Goonies? Remember when he was in the Goonies and had on a Raider shirt? Like I said, man, you definitely OG. Okay, yeah, you Ted Hendricks. Yeah, you OG. You OG. You three-ringer. A.J. Brown in New England. I mean, might as well. I mean, y'all got Stephon Diggs over there, man. You might as well have two Devo wide receivers. Metcalf dropping balls right and left had me confused. Hey, man, like I said before, man, the Devo wide receiver, bro, that whole shit is played, bro. These guys, man, they talk more than they actually play, bro. They talk more than they actually play. All right? They bark and do all of that, and then as soon as they bark, they don't get nothing done. All right? I mean, where are the Larry Fitzgeralds at? Never opened his trap hole. All he did was catch passes. Okay? Where is guys like him at? All right? They don't exist. All these wide receivers popping it. Okay? Popping it like an ugly stripper who's got rent due tomorrow. Okay? Hey, you might be able to get a lap dance for $4.99 because she really needs the money. All right, Patrice in the building. Been a Raider fan since Madden was a head coach. Ken Stabler was the quarterback. Sound like me. 52 years on mine. You definitely a three-ringer. Okay? All right, man. Chucky, what's going on? Signet ain't leaving. Okay? I would hope. Signetti. Okay? Signetti just left JMU. He built from scratch. Like I said, man, he's not going to make a shit ton of money with the Raiders, bro. We paying 3 head coaches right now. Pete Carroll's getting paid $300,000 a week for the next 2 years. $300,000 per week for 2 years. Man, we're going to be offering this coach coming in. We're going to give him $5 million, and all you can eat brunch at the Aria. Come on, bro. We ain't going to be paying these coaches what they need. Siggs is about to get paid. Siggs win this championship, the price just went up. Siggs might be making 18, 19, 20 million, 16, 15 million. He ain't making that money coming over here fooling with us, man, on a 1-year rental, bro. Signetti needs to stay his ass right there, bro. I'm looking out for these coaches, bro. Don't come over here fooling with Tom Brady and Spytech, man, and this crazy shit, bro. We don't know what the hell we're doing. All right? Straight up. Totally agree with you on pretty much all your takes, man. But you think me? But I think you might be wrong on Mendoza and Signetti. Well, I might be. We won't know if they don't come. I mean, I might be. It's possible. I haven't been wrong yet. I mean, shit. It's gonna happen sooner or later, but I don't think so. I don't. But hey, we'll see. If he comes, I have a right to be able to speak on it. But as of now, it sounds like a long shot to me. Okay, is what it is. Rocky Flores, Las Vegas Raiders, finished 2020 season 4th place in the AFC West with a 3-14 record, ranked 14 in AFC conferences. Hey, man, 32nd in overall offense. You know what's bad about that number? The worst number out of all of that is 32. There's only 32 teams in the NFL, and you had the worst ranked offense in football. And you want a defensive coach? You can't make it up, bro. See that Stroud soft about to unleash the dogs on him, Pass Nation. Come on, man. Come on, man. CJ Stroud has 3 playoff wins. 3. Every year he's been a quarterback in the National Football League, including his rookie year. He walks away with a playoff. Y'all better be ready for CJ Stroud. You better not be worried about Stroud. What you need to be worried about is Daniil Hunter. You need to be worried about Darryl Stingley Jr. in that defense, okay? Because if you think you're just going to run all over them, they have the #1 defense in football. That's what you need to be worried about. You don't need to be worried about what C.J. Stroud is doing. You need to be worried about what your boy Drake Mizzle's going to be doing, okay? Running for his days left. I got the Texans, okay? All right. Matthew Barrich said Giants got John Harbaugh. They win the NFC East. I wouldn't doubt it. Okay? Texas' own line is soft. What about their defense, though? You ain't talking about that defense. Is the defense soft? That's what I just said. Maurice, what's going on, Reese? Okay, we're about to get some snow down here. Oh, man, you guys, man, I can't deal with it. Y'all doing too much. All right, man. And the other one remembers Crosby threatening to lead the team is a favorite pick coach we heard about the year before. Hey, man, like I said, bro, and anybody has a right that when you're not being treated right, anybody has a right to say, I ain't want to be here. You get treated wrong, bro. You be a fool to be in a relationship where she's kicking your ass, okay? Flattening your tires, putting sugar in your gas tank, spray painting your car on it, embarrassing you in front of everybody. You be a damn fool not to say, you know what, man, I'm just leaving. I don't want to do this anymore. You be a damn fool. If you're being abused, you ain't being treated right. So I ain't worried about Max saying that. Max wasn't being treated right. Simple as that. Wasn't getting his money. Hey man, I gotta speak up. What Mac look like? Max ain't no punk. Max is making it clear. I want to be here, but y'all making it like y'all don't want me here. Like I said before, man, that's why we made sure Max got his money. You got to take care of your people, bruh. But like I said, man, a lot of you guys are just self-saboteurs. I don't have a problem with nobody on this team feeling fed up, because I'm fed up. I'm fed up too. The only reason why I won't leave is because I've been here since I was a kid, and I'm from that stadium in Oakland, and I ain't going nowhere. All right? That's the only reason. If I hadn't been in the nation as long as I've been in it, who knows what I'd do. Okay? But I have been. So I ain't going nowhere. But I got a right to complain because I'm here. Max got a right to complain just like he's here too. Damn. Can I have a coach longer than a year? A year and a half? Can I have a coach 2 years? Can I have an offensive coordinator 2 years? Can I have some stability? Can I have somebody to help me tackle and sack somebody? Man, Max got the right to complain all he wants to. But he always says, I want to be here. But just because you want to be here don't mean that I got to be quiet, suffer in silence. Man, salute to Max Crosby, man, for telling the truth. He tired of y'all bullshit. Just like I am. Okay? I don't got no problem with Max saying that shit. Okay? So he said, trade Crosby. Why don't we trade you first? Let's see if that works. Let's trade you first, and then we'll worry about trading Max. That's what I say about all these guys want to trade Crosby. Let's trade you. I think we might be able to get some sliced turkey bacon and maybe 2 brown eggs for you. Maybe that's it. Hopefully they won't be expired. Let's trade y'all first. Let's see how the trade market is. Why do we trade him first? Why don't we trade y'all first and see how that works? Because y'all need to leave before he leaves. You guys done nothing for this fan base. All of you guys that are bitching and complaining about Max, you've done nothing for this fan base. What have you done for us? You haven't done shit. So we might as well get rid of you guys first. Then we'll talk about Max. Okay? Let's concentrate on A and B, then we'll worry about C and D. You're A and B. All right? So let me know when your bags are packed and you're ready to go. Until then, we're not listening to anything you guys are talking about. You're on the wrong channel for that shit. Okay? Bushido, what's going on? Jay Fizzle, you think it's worth keeping Crosby after injuries? Yeah. Yeah, why not? All people get hurt. Of course, injuries are part of the game. What do you mean? You guys are kind of like I said, man, there's a lot of self-sabotaging going on, bro. Like, I'm not giving up Max Crosby because he got injured, bro. Everybody get injured. Where's Patrick Mahomes at? ACL, MCL. Come on, bro. Come on, LCL. Let's just get rid of a whole Patrick Mahomes because he's injured. Come on, man. I'm keeping him. All right. Tramiel says, y'all going to be salty when my Bears go to the Super Bowl. What are you talking about, man? Why would I be salty? Tramiel, number one, you're probably not even from Chicago. You're probably from Schaumburg or somewhere. You're not even probably from Chicago if you're even from Illinois in the first place. Second of all, my family is 63rd and Halstead down in Southside Chicago. I got family down there. I've been down there, bro. Okay? So you ain't talking to me. And even if you do win a Super Bowl, you still don't have more than me. You only have one. Okay? You have the 85 championship, plus Willie Gault's my homeboy. So you ain't talking to me. You must be talking to everybody else. You ain't talking to me. One Super Bowl win doesn't even equate to what I have. You're still one short. Okay? Now get there first. All right, man. Tough music in the building. Okay? Do you think Spytek's a good GM? Is he a GM? I don't even know if Spytek is a GM. From what I'm hearing, is he's not. I don't know. Based on last year, no. Let's look at what happened on his watch. Geno Smith. Chip Kelly. Offensive line. Ashton Genty having 2 games where he had 6 yards, didn't get the ball at first half. 3-14 record. That doesn't look like you deserve a raise, bro. It doesn't deserve you should have been fired too. He should have been fired along with Pete Carroll. He should have been fired, but he wasn't because his homeboy is Brady. Okay, all right, man. It's true, man. I'm Chicago bred through, man. I'm through the West Side, the Madison and Sierra. Hey, man, I'm gonna tell you like this, bro. I've been to Chicago when Chicago Stadium was there, bro. The old Chicago Stadium. All right. I walked around that stadium. It took me 5 minutes to walk around the whole stadium. So you know I'm a real one. That's the West Side. Leon's Barbecue, homie. Okay. Trust him, Harold's Chicken. Man, my family back there. I went there. Okay. On the Dan Ryan Freeway. I was there when Cabrini Green was still up. I walked around that whole stadium that Jordan M played in. It took me 5 minutes to start here and walk around. And it's just like right on the street. It wasn't like no United Center and all of that. I went then. I'm a real one, dog. Okay? All right? Straight up. All right? I trust me. All right? Spy Tech better not waste any more. Well, hey, what's up, Raider Twan? That poet talking about painted nails. Well, don't talk about Caleb Williams. Caleb Williams is my quarterback from USC. Okay? I'm going to say the same thing that I said to the homie Justin Saw. You want me to tell him, Justin Saw? Why are you guys looking at another man's nails? Pause. Why are y'all looking at another man's hands? That's the question. You shouldn't even know his nails are painted if you're from where I'm from. I don't even know. But y'all know the color, the shade. Y'all know oh, that Chicago blue with a little bit of sparkling orange. Y'all looking at a man's hands a little too much. Y'all really concerned about what nail polish he got on his hands, bro? Really? What does that say about you? But like I said over here, we say the truth. I ain't never paid attention to a man's nails that much. Well, but you guys got it. Y'all got it. Let me go in the house, bro. Go and get me something to eat. Okay? All right, man. I'm gonna go in the house, man. All right, man. Okay? We West Side don't eat Harold's Chicken. We had Uncle Remus. Well, I'm just letting you know that I've been to Chicago and I know what it is. Okay? Harold's Chicken South Side. They got Harold's Chicken down the street over here. Okay? So I'm just letting you know that I know my pedigree. Okay? I was over on the north side. I was up there, dog. I went down to Rush Street. Okay? I spent my time. I went down to J-Town, down there to do some shopping. Okay? You know what I mean by J-Town. I ain't gonna say it on here. Okay? But you know where I went. J-Town, went down there, just like being on Canal Street in New York, down there, bro. Okay? Trust and believe, bro. Straight up. Old Block. I got family on Old Block, family on 63rd. Okay? Lincoln Park. Hey, man, you looking at somebody, man. Don't let this LA and this Bay Area game get you misconstrued. I got family back there. So, all right, man, I'm going to go ahead and let y'all go, bro. All right, man. It's good to holler at you guys, man. Okay? All right, man. Yeah. Like I said, man, anybody that's concerned about Caleb Williams' nails, man, and you a whole man. Now, somebody like Patrice or Sarah, I can understand. But y'all looking at somebody's nails? Y'all trying to get some ideas? Y'all want to get the French manicure, bro? Y'all want to get that? Y'all doing too much, bro. I'm talking about this man's nails. I mean, I'm seeing all these dudes so concerned about what another man does with his hands. I don't get it. See how crazy that shit sounds, bro? It sounds crazy, and it took me to tell you that shit. Y'all tripping. All right, man. Matthew Shackelfield.